What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Football Chatbox. My name is Ryan, and welcome to the Game Week 16 team selection stream. Hope you are all doing well. Freddy, how are you doing? We finally, after 6 game weeks of red arrows, we managed to get like a couple thousand points, couple thousand rank increase for the tiniest of greens, the tiniest of green arrows. We managed to somehow get it. Um, the midfield, except for Phil Foden, who we bought in, and Embuemo eventually, has been quite disappointing. My punts in general on the midfield, like Harvey Barnes, Cody Gakpo, those are the punts I kind of went with. They've just been extremely disappointing. And so this is what the team looks like. And now this week we have 5 free transfers to use for everyone. And I'm lining up the team as things stand right now. Like this, I made one free transfer that includes Cody Gakpo out because he's injured, and Harry Wilson, who has made an appearance for Fulham. So he's in the team, and I'm hoping that Harry Wilson and Fulham could get me some points because Burnley in 16, Forest in 17, West Ham in 18. Now, the one thing with this, obviously, I still have my free hit chip to play as well, which I have to kind of keep in mind as well. And I have to decide when exactly to play this free hit chip because now that I bought in Harry Wilson, I mean, the initial plan was free hit in game week 17. I wonder if that's still probably going to be my plan. Because if I look at my team, so my initial plans are like Mateta out to Thiago for this week. I already did Gakpo to Harry Wilson, and I did that before the price change as well of Wilson's. And I'm also thinking of doing, so it'll be something like this, and I'm thinking of doing Broden out to probably Hincapi from Arsenal. To get an Arsenal defender in, and I'll probably bench. Who to bench? O'Reilly, Malik Chow, Guehi. Guehi, I think, might potentially get Defcon. O'Reilly, I probably could bench O'Reilly. If O'Reilly plays in the Champions League, there's a chance he could get rested. So I might potentially look towards benching him this week, potentially. And I might start a team like this for this week at least, from what I'm thinking. So then if I go to game week 17, the team will look something like this. Obviously, Embuemo won't be available, but like my front three, still great fixtures. Foden great, Wilson great, defense Chow not great. Embuemo will have been gone. Saka is against Everton. Who would I want to get? I'd probably want to get Bournemouth players in. Obviously, Brentford versus Wolves, I can get more Brentford players in. Brighton, I already have. Fulham, I already have Harry Wilson. City against West Ham, I already have triple up on City. So kind of the only thing I'm missing is Bournemouth, and I can do that by just doing Embuemo to Semenyo for that specific week, right? Like I could do in 17 Embuemo to Semenyo, and it's kind of not necessary that I play the free hit chip for that week, if that makes sense. Like I could do that. Then in game week 18, I'm just looking at my team. I just had to figure out when to play this free hit chip now. Forest, City play Forest. So triple up on City. I've got Guehi plays Spurs and Arsenal play Brighton. Now game week 18 could be a decent week potentially because United play Newcastle. What are the standout fixtures? Everton play Burnley. I don't have any Everton lads. Could get like Drewsbury Hall, Pickford, Michael Keane. Fulham versus West Ham, I have Harry Wilson. Liverpool play Wolves, and I have no Liverpool players at all. And Sunderland play Leeds, in which will be a very interesting game there. This is a very game week 18 free hit is a very odd game week for a free hit. Like if I free hit players, it's going to be a lot of non high EO players. Like it'll be very differential, a very differential free hit team. Now, if I was to go into game week 19 and look at my team, City play Sunderland, Arsenal play Aston Villa. I have double Arsenal. Probably could drop, but then it's at the Emirates. Chelsea, Semenyo, against Chelsea, Welbeck against West Ham, Harry Wilson against Crystal Palace, Fulham. This week I don't mind. I could probably free hit in 19. And 19 is the last week to free hit. And I think I might potentially keep it till the last week to potentially free hit. Now, obviously, I have to make sure, especially with traveling and all, I'm going to have to make sure like actually play the free hit chip and not forget it completely, because that's very possible. So that is one thing to obviously keep in mind. 19 is the last week. I probably might play it on 19. Brighton versus West Ham. I have only Danny Welbeck and Webbruggen. That's one fixture. Crystal Palace versus Fulham. Liverpool versus Leeds. Now, obviously, Liverpool versus Wolves, Liverpool versus Leeds. Probably Liverpool versus Wolves might be a better one to take. But then Man United play Wolves that again. So I don't have a United player. Maybe I can go and get a Bruno Fernandes for that week. Newcastle play Burnley. I already have Malik Chow. Harvey Barnes would be a non option. Forest versus Everton. The more I look at it, I feel like maybe game week 18 could offer a bit more potential value because Liverpool play Wolves and Everton play Burnley. Like those are players I don't have that I can probably go and get in game week 18. So yeah, it might be game week 18 that I end up free hitting on. We'll have to wait and see. I am Anonymous. Welcome. I'm thinking of bringing Drewsbury Hall, Wilson, Bruno. Is that Harry Wilson? Bruno, G, Cunha, and Bruno G or Cunha. I'll probably go Bruno G. Rice or Saka. Probably depends on who, if you're going to captain Saka this week or not. But I think Declan Rice is also fine for Endai, Reinders, and Javi. Yeah, I think those moves are not too bad overall, to be honest. Freddy says, I may triple captain Saka if he doesn't start in Champions League tomorrow. Oh, if Saka doesn't start in the Champions League, if he doesn't start in the Champions League tomorrow, I might captain him. Now, obviously, we had to wait and see. I also want to see what happens with Arsenal's defense. Now, in terms of Champions League fixture, they are going to be playing. Who are Arsenal playing? Arsenal are playing Club Brugge. So, Club Brugge for Arsenal, which they are now top of the Champions League without any issues. I think they should be fine. Honestly, it could be the case where if he's rested, good, which means good for us because then we can actually look into potentially him becoming a captain option this week. Even then, he hasn't been performing. Like his moves haven't been that, like his points haven't been that great recently. I think like they're not high points. But then Haaland also, I don't know, man. It's Haaland against Crystal Palace, and Palace would have had Europe, and then they're going to struggle again after that. But it's a late kickoff. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong game. It's a Sunday night early kickoff as well for City versus Palace. Haaland, Foden, maybe Phil Foden captaincy. Anyone with the interest on Phil Foden captaincy? He's the informed player at the moment, but Saka does have the fiction. Wolves are so bad, guys. They're pretty bad. So yeah, this is kind of how things stand. Mateta will go to Thiago. That's the current move. I'm waiting for tomorrow's Champions League games to finish before making that because his price hasn't fallen. Thiago's price hasn't risen yet, so I can wait for the moment to see how the Champions League games go. And then obviously Roden will go to Hincapié at the moment because Julian Timber is insanely expensive. Fluoride, Becky, how are you doing? And Joseph as well. Welcome. How are things going? Now I've got Freddy's team as well. And if you guys want me to bring your teams up, let me know in the league and I can bring it up. This is Freddy's team as things stand. He's gone for Anderson, Thiago, Declan Rice as 3 of the 5 transfers that are going to be made. So basically, Mateta for Thiago is one planned move. And then Van de Ven and Minte. Van de Ven and Minte to Anderson and Rice. Freddie with probably a good score this week, right? You have Bruno Fernandes, Szoboszlai, Phil Foden, all of them got returns. Switching Mbeumo out, or do you think he'll play till the last minute before AFCON? I think he might be available for the Bournemouth game. We'll have to wait and see. what news we get, but we'll definitely get news before the game week if he's not going to be available. But for the moment, I'm thinking he's going to be available. So we'll have to wait and see. 58 this week. 58 is not too bad. Or do you mean 58 in the mini league? Both are pretty good either way. Oh yeah, 58 in the mini league. 60 points. Wow, well done, well done. Henderson, O'Reilly, Lacroix, Chaloba, his man. I wish I had Chalaba as part of like that coin toss I did, and coin toss told me to go and get Chalaba. But yeah, Drewsbury Hall. Oh, Becky. Oh no, Becky actually started Drewsbury Hall. You got Thiago in for Munoz. I thought you got bench jam from Drewsbury Hall. No, fair play, fair play. Chalaba, Mbuemo, Rogers, Saka, Thiago, Haaland, and Danny Welbeck, Declan Rice, unfortunately on the bench. Caleb, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. How are things going? Look at this 21 Defcon versus Aston Villa and 2 bonus points as well. Damn. Freddie got 65. Huge, massive score. Freddie had obviously a lot of like Bruno Fernandes, Phil Foden, Szoboszlai, massive score. Well done. So, what's the plan? Switching Mbuemo out to who though? What if he's available? What will you do then? Also, for those of you who have Munoz, Nishal, welcome. How are things going? For those of you who have Munoz, now apparently Glasner has come out and said that it's not a serious knee injury. That there is potentially a chance that he might be available for game week 16. Now, apparently he's not going to be available for the European game, but they're going to see whether he can make it for game week 16. So keep that in mind for all of you who have Munoz. You might want to wait till last minute to kind of decide whether you sell him or you keep him. So just letting everyone know about that as well. And then Caleb, third in the mini league, will bring yours up as well. 72 points, up to 40 in the mini league. Wow, look at you guys killing it. 69 from Caleb, 72 from Joseph. Have made 5 free transfers. You've made all 5 free transfers. Damn, got you by 1 spot. Oh my days. Look at that. 4 points as well between the two of you. Probably switch out Rogers with Bruno G and a Palace defender with Van Heck. Totally regret burning the 3 free transfers. Oh, yes. You had the 3 free transfers last week, didn't you? Yeah, that was tough. Because you missed out on those 3 free transfers. Could have potentially used it to make the moves that you were going to do. Yeah, I guess Morgan Rogers could leave. And a Palace defender with Van Heck. Palace defender with Van Heck. Oh, you mean like a Munoz out for a Van Heck if needed? The only thing is they're playing Liverpool this week. They're probably not going to keep a clean sheet. Although Van Heck has been getting a few attacking returns, but they're probably not going to keep a clean sheet. That's the only thing. Nishal is on 70th. Let's load Nishal up as well. Nishal, here we go. All right. Next from Becky, we go to Caleb. 69 points on the free hit. Wow. Nishal, free hit paid off. Massive, I'd say. Not Nishal. Caleb, free hit paid off, I guess you can say. Unfortunate with the Lewis Hall and Ramsdale one, but like O'Reilly, Tarkowski, Bruno Fernandes, Phil Foden, Mbuemo. Not too bad from that, I think, at least. Would you have owned those players if you didn't have them on the free hit? No. So you had none of those players who got the points on the free hit. So I think your free hit, it's fair to say your free hit paid off. To be honest. Fair to say your free hit paid off well. I can just wait to see if it, though it's a benching headache. In terms of Munoz, yeah, potentially you can wait and see. So, for Caleb, you've used all 5 free transfers. What transfers did you end up doing? What are the transfers you ended up doing? And, I should also say, this is for Ian. If he joins the chat or watches after. Ian unfortunately wanted to captain Bruno Fernandes. And I think I said Man United are pretty bad against low blocks. To be fair, they've been pretty bad against low blocks. And because of that, Ian didn't captain Bruno Fernandes. So Ian is not happy. So sorry about that, Ian. Uh, I did not expect Bruno Fernandes to get a mega haul, to be fair, given our recent performances against low block teams. Have done Mateta to Gu. Okay. Minte to Bruno. Which Bruno is that? Is that Bruno Fernandes or Bruno Jimenez? Rogers to Drewsbury Hall. Enzo to Foden. So Foden, Drewsbury Hall, Bruno. Mukiele to Hincape. Okay. Fair. So he will start Hincape this week alongside who? Bruno is my hero, says Tiger. Tiger, Captain Bruno, I think. Nobody nobody expected Bruno Fernandes. Nobody expected Man United to hold. Yeah, true. That's Bruno Fernandes for Caleb. Okay, fair enough. So who are you captaining this week? Because you guys seem to be getting good captaincy decisions. So who are you guys captaining this week? And then obviously this is Joseph, 72 points. Donnarumma, Tarkowski, Timber, Dan Burn. Joseph sneaking in the Dan Burn clean sheet before he gets subbed off, and then Newcastle go. This is basically just a pure Newcastle 6-pointer haul because everyone else who won Newcastle defense lost their clean sheets. Meanwhile, you with Dan Burn sneak in the 7 points there. Bruno Fernandes as well. Declan Rice, Phil Foden, Thiago Mateta, Haaland, Drewsbury Hall. To be fair, you are probably not going to start Drewsbury Hall because he was playing deeper as well anyways. Unlucky. That's unlucky. Permacap Haaland still, says Becky. Think he can be Virgil and Senesi for Caleb. For what? For starting or this thing? I keep benching KDH. I will be much higher if I played him more. See, this is what I said on. So for yesterday's game week review video, when I was looking at the Everton game, I mentioned if you buy someone like Drewsbury Hall, you kind of have to play him and hope for hauls, because look okay, Drewsbury Hall hoping for hauls, but look at the like he's got 13 points against United, 7 points against Newcastle. Realistically, you wouldn't want to be starting him there, right? When you look at the fixture, but that's where he's getting his points from. So you kind of if you buy him, you have to just start him and just like you get your 2-pointers or you get your double digits. That's the kind of situation you're going to be in. Now, obviously, this coming week against Chelsea, he'll play in the number 10. But then after Idrissa Gana Gueye has gone back for AFCON, then he potentially might go back again into the pivot. So that's something we kind of have to consider. But game week 18 against Burnley, I mean, it's looking good. I just bring in random punts on draft and it outscored my fantasy game week. Damn. I had Tarkowski on my bench. Tarkowski on the bench against Forest. Bit unfortunate there, to be fair. So Caleb is going to start Hincapi, Virgil, and Senesi this week. Yeah, fair. If Senesi is fit, that is. If Senesi is injured, then you're going to have an issue. But if he's not injured and he's okay and available, then you should be fine. Although, don't expect a clean sheet, because I think a transitional game should suit United a bit more in terms of compared to low block teams. So don't expect a clean sheet, but Defcon you probably can get if he is fit. This was Joseph's team. And then, Joseph, what's the moves that you're planning on? We'll have Richards to come on. Okay, fair points. Fair. This one is from Nishal. Got to take KDH more seriously. Yeah, you probably just have to start him and then hope for the best. This is from Nishal, who had O'Reilly come on for Munoz this week, which is not too bad. Raya, Virgil, Timber, O'Reilly, Bruno Fernandes, Foden, Semenyo, Minte, Haaland, Thiago, Walter Mada, 57 points, with Dubravka, Munoz, Potts, and Roden on the bench. Nishal, what's the plan? What is the plan? And also, for those of you who are here, please don't forget to hit that like button if you're on here to help the YouTube algorithms. That would be greatly appreciated. And if you're new, please smash the subscribe. Either Bruno return or Bournemouth clean sheet. And I wouldn't mind either next week. Fair. So, what's the plan for Nishal? Where's Nishal? And then obviously Freddie, we had a look at Freddie's team as well. Bruno could have got even more points Could have had like to. I know it was, as a United fan, I was glad we were winning, but as a FPL manager, it was very painful watching Bruno Fernandes play because I had him for since the start of Game Week 1. I even included him on my first wildcard, and I suffered through the penalty misses. And then the moment I sell him, he goes and starts getting points. Frustrating. Frustrating is what I can tell. I press select. Thank you very much, Tiger. Thank you. Top 9K now, highest rank ever. Wow. Well done. Well done. Joseph is at 11K. Yeah. Caleb, top 9K. You guys are doing well. Excellent stuff. Good stuff. Wanikwan, how are you doing? Welcome. Haaland is more painful. Oh, Erling Haaland, man. He missed. He scuffed a shot in front of goal that was cleared off the line. I entered 500K for the first time in my FPL history. Wow. So we're doing something positive on this channel. At least on this channel, we know that we're getting some positive results here, which is good to see. Even though it's not happening for my FPL account, it's happening for you guys. So that's good news at least. Com, how are you doing, Com? Good to see you. I've got a Fulham player on the thumbnail today, and I've bought him into my team as well, a certain Harry Wilson. What do you think? What do you think? Caleb, I got as high as 1,200 last season, but ended the season 35K. Yeah, you. The challenge is to kind of like keep making like solid decisions, but also taking some level of risk, because I remember once I got into like the top 10K, but then I played it too safe and they just kept falling back as well. So you had to like analyze a certain level of risk and also like smart decisions. Wanikwan says Minte to Bruno Fernandes, Mateta, and Walter Mada to Thiago and Bowen. Ooh, I don't know about Bowen. I mean, you can go Bowen if you really wanted to, but I'm not fully certain on. Do we think Bowen is a pick? I mean, he scored a good goal, but I don't know about West Ham. Like Aston Villa, Man City, it's probably not really fully worth it. What's your best finish? 20. So that season that I ended up in the 10K, I eventually ended outside the top 10K and finished at, where is it? 19K. Top 20K. That was where I finished. I think this time I was creating content. I think some of you guys might remember this season. I think this is the season when we started getting quite a lot of subscribers as well. Like when the channel went from like more than 100 subscribers potentially. Bowen could punt after next 2 game weeks. Yes, that I would agree. No Bowen, the PTSD. Honestly, on a game week, if I was to free hit now, again, I've been talking about free hit as well. If I'm going to free hit in game week 18 instead of 17, I can probably punt on a Bowen in game week 18 on a free hit. Like free hit, 1 week punt, fair enough. I might even do it. So I can triple up on Liverpool, can get like a Ekitike if we think Ekitike is going to play. I already have Harry Wilson, can probably get another Fulham player as well. I can get Everton assets, Michael Keane, Shrewsbury Hall, Pickford even potentially. Might be able to make a free hit in game week 18. I don't know. I'll be traveling as well. That's the annoying thing, because I'll be traveling and having to make this free hit basically on just after Christmas. So I need to make sure that I get the free hit done correctly. Have you got a chip strategy for after game week 19? No. Zero. Nothing considered after game week 19 so far. The thing is, chip strategy after game week 19 is always decided by the doubles. So based on whatever double game week information we get, that will affect like the triple captaincy, the bench boost, free hits. All of the chips will be affected based on what information we get of the double game weeks. So at the moment, no plan for chips. I'll probably be patient, wait and see how we go for double game weeks, and then have a look at chips. Then once we get an idea. I was happy enough with my free hit this game week. Well done. Salah's rant shall be an indication to get Ekitike. Do you guys think it's the last time we've seen Salah play in the Premier League? Do you think once he comes back from AFCON, do we expect Salah to be at Liverpool after AFCON? Which game week for my wildcard says Tiger? Ooh. Depends on your team, Tiger. How does the team look like? Do you get new chips after game week 19? Yes, you get new chips after game week 19, except I think for the bench boost chip or something. Bench boost or the free hit chip. You can't play one chip. Like there's a specific chip that you can't play back to back. What was it? I don't remember which one it was. Oh yeah, free hit chip becomes available after the first game of week of your season and must be used before game week 19. Oh yeah, so you can't play back to back free hits. Oh, can you? Oh yeah, no, you can't play. Yeah, the free hit chip cannot be played in consecutive game weeks. So if the first chip is played in game week 19, the second free hit cannot be made active until game week 21. So free hit chip is a chip that you can't play in back to back game weeks. That was the one that you can't play back to back. But yeah, we get the new chips after game week 19. Isak drama Liverpool edition. What's the Isak drama? Have I missed that as well? How about Calvert-Lewin or Richarlison just to play two up front? I don't mind Thiago and Haaland. If you want a a third striker, I mean Calvert-Lewin is not too bad. If you were going a punt, I would probably go. I might even go Raul Jimenez over Calvert-Lewin. And I think Combe can probably pitch in on the Fulham part of it in terms of Raul Jimenez over Calvert-Lewin. But I might go even Raul Jimenez over Calvert-Lewin. Richarlison, the thing with Richarlison is Richarlison will play, but at the same time, Richarlison will be in a situation where he gets benched after a point, and then you're like wondering what the hell is happening here. 89 points from Combe. Finally, a decent free hit, he says. Oh my days. Look at this midfield. Look at this midfield. Full house. Full house. Oh my days. Oh, look at this midfield. Salah is the Liverpool version drama. Okay. Amit, how are you doing? 164 in the league. Already did Semenyo to Foden and Elliott to Wilson. That's Harry Wilson, Amit. Shrewsbury Hall. He even hit the Shrewsbury Hall on a free hit. And you started Gordon as well when he hadn't started before. Oh my days. Look at this Hall. Well played, Combe. Well played. So what's your actual team? Munoz, Riley, Virgil, Chow, Bruno G, Semenyo, Bruno Fernandes, Mbuemo, Thiago, and Haaland. So what's the plan? What's the plan? And then while we're waiting for your plan, I will load up Amit. Fantastic Combe. Yes, indeed. Another free hit that has been successful. Mbuemo, Bruno, Foden, Gordon as well. Look at that. Another free hit of midfielders returning points. Voltemada, Haaland, Welbeck, Livramento, Tarkowski, Donnarumma, and Joe Roden. Roden got subbed in for Munoz not being available. That's just beautiful to look at. Yep. This is another good free hit as well with midfielders doing well. I still have my free hit. Any ideas when's the best week to use? Completely depends on your team. I think there are the rest now. Obviously, 16 is a good week for a free hit as well. 17 good as well. 18 also could potentially be. 18 is a very differential type of free hit, and I might play it that week as well. Honestly, it's very team dependent because there are each game week presents specific fixtures that you can look to target. That if you don't have players already from that team, like for example, Fulham play Burnley this week, Brentford play Leeds, Aston Villa play West Ham. Like if you don't have players from those teams and you would want to target them on a specific just one game week, free hit opportunities there. Game week 17, you have Bournemouth playing Burnley, Brentford playing Wolves, Brighton playing Sunderland, which is not too bad as well. Fulham against Forest, like again, and then City playing West Ham as well. So if you didn't have triple City assets, wanted to get them. So each game week presents an option. I currently was initially on the plan of game week 17, but now I've ended up in a situation where I will be buying Thiago for this week. So I'll get Thiago for 17 as well. And I've already bought Harry Wilson, which means I'll have him for 17 as well. So I'm in a situation where I have kind of covered those good fixtures for 17 as well. So now I'm on a game week 18 free hit idea, which might work, might backfire, because game week 18 has Arsenal playing Brighton, which is not a bad fixture for Arsenal. Chelsea, Aston Villa, that could be a very tricky one. But it has City playing Forest and Liverpool playing Wolves. Now, City against Forest, the way City are doing, you probably still want a Phil Foden in there and a Haaland. But if you're going to triple up on Liverpool as well against Wolves, it's going to be a very interesting free hit that week. Like West Ham play Fulham, we punt on Jared Bowen that specific week as well. Game week 18's free hit has a big double-edged sword from the looks of it. Like can go extremely good or extremely bad. Everton play Burnley. So yeah. I'm going to use some of my 5 free transfers as Tiger. Fair enough. And also Tomato Hater, welcome to the Football Chatbox. Henderson versus City or Verbruggen versus Liverpool. More of who would have more saves as a clean sheet is gone or free hit. Henderson versus City or Verbruggen versus Liverpool. I have the same issue. I have Verbruggen versus Liverpool and Dubravka versus Fulham. Now, realistically, I should probably be starting Dubravka. But now that I have no Liverpool assets, I'm willing to punt on Verbruggen. Although, to be fair, the reason I got Verbruggen is so that I can bench him and start Dubravka. But here I am wondering, maybe I should just punt on Verbruggen and see how it goes. He's been making quite a good number of saves. So, how many Arsenal players should I target for the upcoming game week? Anywhere between 2 to 3 is good. Yes. How many do you already have? Silva is flogging Raul Jimenez. He's played 90 minutes for 3 out of the last 4 games, and the other games was 78. Silva must hit Kusai Asare. The plan is to wait until Europe games have finished. Okay, fair enough. Fair. Great recap on the free hit. Thank you very much. No worries, Tomato Hater. Freddy says free hit 18 will be fun for you as it starts Boxing Day. Yes, but I'm also traveling at the same time. So it's going to be a very odd time to play a free hit because I have to make sure I have set my team before I go out for the day. So I won't be able to check any leaks. When is Game Week 18's free hit again? I need to have a look at it again. Game Week 18 is on the 27th. Oh, that's not too bad. I should be able to set a free hit draft for this. The only thing is, while traveling, you don't get to watch as many games. So trying to catch up on games and trying to take in all the information of what has actually happened is going to be a bit tricky. But we're going to have to play it sometime, so might as well. We'll see how it goes. Dexter, welcome. How are you doing? If you free hit this week, will 5 free transfers be gone? No. If you free hit this week, you'll only be using 1 transfer out of the 5 free transfers. So you'll still have next week, when you go to next week, you'll still have 5 free transfers because you would have the 4 that you carry over and you get the 1 free transfer next week. Salah is going to go to United. Which United? Is there a United team in Saudi Arabia? Tiger says, I've got 5. Yeah, everyone has 5 free transfers now. What are your plans for Embuemo for AFCON? As things stand, if I was to free hit in 18, which I might have talked myself into it, would be to sell Embuemo, potentially get Semenyo for Burnley. Now, it's been 2 game weeks where Semenyo has potentially scored but has been ruled out. Maybe Semenyo against Burnley. The other option is going and getting Bruno Fernandes, but it's against Aston Villa. Aston Villa's playing out from the back, high line football. Also, it'll be a United team. I actually now even with Brian Mbeumo and all going, I don't expect Bruno Fernandes to be playing forward. Like, I don't expect him to be playing in that number 10, but he's been going up really forward. So I can probably even do. I think the smart decision would be just to go Mbeumo to Bruno Fernandes, because here Wolves leads Burnley. Whereas if I was to get Semenyo, it'll only be for that 1 week, because after that, Brentford, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs is not great. The fixtures, Brighton, Liverpool. I probably just go Bruno Fernandes. Sorry, I probably go Brian Mbeumo to Bruno Fernandes for game week 18. Maybe I just do that and not have a Bournemouth asset against Burnley, which sounds crazy, but probably might end up being the play. I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet properly. I have not thought about it. I could do Semenyo because I'm free hitting in 18. And then I'll just buy Bruno Fernandes in 19. 19 for who though? Is Semenyo just a 1 week punt? I don't know. I have to think about it. It's either Semenyo or Bruno. Will I have the cash for Bruno? So say I did these moves this week, and then I went into 17. I got in Semenyo. I free hit in 18. And then in 19, can I do Semenyo to Bruno? Yes, I have enough cash to do Semenyo to Bruno. Yeah. Could be. I don't know. We'll have to see. I can go directly to Bruno, which probably saves me a transfer as well, which actually might be the move. The thing is, it's so hard watching Bruno right now. He's even if he's playing in that CDM spot, he's so far forward. It's insane. Combe says, as a Fulham fan, it feels weird, but I'm looking at a Brentford defender. Sharda out might not be good for Thiago, and Leeds are decent ATM. Fair, I don't mind that. So if you're going Brentford defender, who, like Collins for set piece, or for Coyote for like those long throws? Tomato Hater says, I've currently done Savona, Waltemada, Gakpo. Savona is not a player I've heard many people having. Gakpo and Mbeumo to Neto from Chelsea, Chow, Foden, and Thiago. See how we go. Oh, interesting moves with Neto. Mateta out for Gu, so I can get Saka in for Semenyo is my present thoughts, and cap him. Fair. I'm also thinking of Saka captaincy. I don't. What are the chances that again this is the week we go against Haaland captaincy, and again this week he goes and scores a hat trick and I get another 1 million red arrow? What are the chances that it happens again? Last week as well, like I went against him and then he did what he did, getting 14 pointer, and then this week I captain him, it does nothing. So annoying. But yeah. Yes, Joseph, let's cap Saka and go to 1 and 2 in the mini league. Who says no? Who is 1 and 2 in the mini league right now? Amin and Matty Price. From game week 17 to 21, I'm away in Thailand. It's going to be hard. Yeah, so you'll probably have to set a team anyways during that time. You'll have to ask the missus, can I take like 5 minutes to set an FPL team, and then take 5 minutes to set your FPL team, and then go back to enjoying your holiday. Another move is to probably get Drewsbury Hall in game week 18. I might miss the boat, but it is what it is. That is where I am currently at. Well, if I'm free hitting in game week 18, then anyways it's okay. But I'm not getting Harry Wilson. Sorry, I'm not getting Dewsbury Hall now, right? If I'm not getting him now, which means Chelsea, Arsenal, I just have to play the fixtures and hopefully he doesn't go massive. And then I get him for Burnley and then hope he goes massive. But yeah, you never know. Um, Thin Light, thank you, thank you. Also, don't forget, guys, please smash that like button and subscribe as well if you're new. I have wanted to for a while, just can't fully bring myself to commit to probably end leaving it on Haaland, honestly, says Caleb. As in, like Captain Saka this week. Considering Thiago also for cap, though, Caleb, home game he usually holds. Thiago, where am I? I'm looking at the long game week. True, but Leeds have slightly improved. Leeds have had a change in system, haven't they? They're still considering a decent number of goals, though. I don't like that name, Cash Law. Ooh, Matty Cash? Oh, no. Yes, Harry Wilson says Amit. Ah, okay, for Amit's transfers. Fair enough. Didn't I load Amit's team? Amit, did I load your team? Amit, yeah, this is Amit's team. Yeah, loaded it as well. Same thoughts. Whoever you captain, I'm doing the other Ryan, says Caleb. Damn it. Once spoken shall be jinxed. Oh no. Collins or Vanderberg? Let's have a look in terms of the data. I probably lean towards Collins. Why am I the one who has to take the... Guys, this is not how it's supposed to be. I am the guinea pig for all the failed points while you guys get all the points. I didn't think that was the plan. Caleb, I agree with you. Oh my days. Look at all of you guys. So basically, I'm just going to be jinxing myself. Alright, stats. You know what's crazy? KDH Holly and he's only up 0.1 mil compared to the other assets which increased 5 times in a week. True. Will, how are you going? Welcome. How's it going? I'm not too bad. How are you doing? So attack, defense, and we're looking for defenders. Are we looking for Defcon? No, we're looking for attacking defenders. Sorry, boss. It is what it is. As long as you guys are doing well, it's fine. Anyone with Fulham defenders in their starting lineup, 1951 was the last time Fulham won at Turf Moor. Oh my days. To go so far behind. The master pressing on the sword to the apprentices. No. So sad. Alright, minutes per XG. Wolves are 144.9, which means they've got their goal against Arsenal. They've got their goal against Man United, guys. So they're not going to get it against Arsenal, hopefully. It's crazy that you look at Sunderland's XG and it's so bad, and then they're still getting goals here and there. So I don't know. Anyways. We are looking at Brentford's. This is Brentford's attacking data. Mid-table. How is Brentford's defensive data? That's actually not too bad. 81.4 is actually pretty not too bad. They've considered more than they should have considered. Fulham's defensive data. Everton, Chelsea. How is Man United's defensive data this good? I swear this is a lie. We haven't even kept it. We have kept only one clean sheet all season. Liverpool, Crystal Palace, and Arsenal. I might start Mark Guehi and hope for the best. And then attacking defenders. This is what you guys want in terms of Collins. Brentford, Collins. Here we go. 0.96 XGI. 3 chances created, 2 bonus points, 1 big chance created. I don't have shots. 0.71 of that is XG. So probably Collins. Vanderberg is down below. 1 big chance created and 1 chance created. Probably leaning towards Collins. Bit lucky this week with Senesi off the bench for Munoz. Fair. That's pretty good. Not too bad. Looking at free hit this week. Do you have a free hit draft, Will? Do you have a free hit draft? I heard Saliba might be back for the Wolves game. See, this is why I'm going Hincapié. Because if I was to go Ben White, Timber will just go to right back and then Ben White just gets dropped. Liverpool is a lie also. Yeah, Liverpool's one is that's it is a lie in an extent, but if you look at the XG delta, they've considered 4 more than they should have considered, which kind of sums up their defense, right? Look at them and Bournemouth. So I saw this by XG delta. These are the teams that are conceding way more than they should be conceding. It's not good to see Fulham here as well, but with us looking to buy Anderson and all. But ideally, anything under 2 and minus this thing, this is like a good range. This is like you're kind of performing where you should be performing. You're like plus or minus 1 up. Maybe even like plus 2, minus 2 is not too bad. Like plus 2, minus 2 is also still not too bad. If you get into the plus 4, minus 4 ranges, then you're doing something wrong. Honestly, not really sort of waiting on team news. Tempting to go double Arsenal attack rather than defense, but I don't know who will be starting, etc. Yeah, so probably wait for the Champions League games to have a look and see in terms of like who you actually want to go and get. I saw a free hit draft. Someone shared it on Twitter. And this is something they had come up with. Kelleher, Dubravka, Timber. I don't know why they had Van Dijk. But anyways, Collins, Kukurea. Kukurea is a very interesting one. Wilson, Rice, Bruno, Foden, Saka. So they're playing like a midfield 5 with Haaland and Thiago up front. This was a free hit draft potentially. I think a few things might change. We'll do a free hit and wildcard video as well, like how we've been doing for the last couple of weeks. We'll do one for this week as well. But it'll have to be after the Champions League games are done, just to make sure that we are aware of anything that happens. Also, I should tell you guys, since you guys are here, for this week's deadline stream, it's going to be a bit tricky because I am going to be at a friend's place for like a party. And so it might be a situation where I probably like disappear to a room or something to record a deadline stream via my phone. So it's possible that we might be doing one of those streams where I'm on my phone and answering your questions. Potentially, I don't know. I can't confirm exactly how I'm going to be doing it just yet. The other option is I do it like way earlier before I leave, but I don't think most of you guys will be awake at that time. So yeah, so thought I will mention it. And that means also the deadline. I don't know how long the deadline stream will go for. Just gonna let you guys know about that anyways. So we'll do one. It might not necessarily go till the deadline as well, potentially. Because if the party is done, like let's say, so this is deadlines at 12:30. Let's say the party, I go from like 10 to 11, and if the party is done by like 11:30, and then I have to drive back home, so I won't be able to do the deadline stream while driving. So just letting you guys know about that for the upcoming week, which means I think we might do one on Friday night potentially, like a short stream on a Friday night, just to get everyone's opinions and final team selections, and then we'll do one on the Saturday, something like that. Same here. I'm at a party as well on Saturday night. It's Christmas time, guys. Everyone's having like Christmas parties. Best to do it early before your party. Could do, but then that would be like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's way too early for those of you in the UK and all of that. When's the deadline? Deadline is at 12:30 my time. That's probably what, like 11 o'clock your time, Tiger? 11 or 10:30 your time? I don't know. Uh, So yeah. Anyways, that's basically where we are at. Any more teams that we want to have a look at? I'll have a quick look at some of the data. So this is obviously the attacking data. Brighton is up there. I'm going to hope that Brighton... I'm starting Danny Welbeck this week. Let's hope it translates. Now, Liverpool's attacking data has fallen to like mid-table. The only problem is, if you look at Brighton's minutes per XG, where is Brighton? They are mid-table for defense. So it's a bit, I'm not sure. I I might as well just start Verbruggen over Dubravka because Dubravka is not going to keep a clean sheet anyways. At least Verbruggen, there's a chance maybe, and at least he might keep some saves as well more than Dubravka. Um, City, Chelsea. I don't have any Chelsea players. Cole Palmer will be very interesting to see. He had like 11 DEFCON or something, didn't he? When he played like for 58 minutes. Cole Palmer. Obviously, that's a game state, and he's not going to get that every single time. But maybe once he gets a few 90 minutes, be a player that we look at. Any other data that I wanted to have a look at? Midfielders, forwards have been very disappointing. To be fair, 9:30 p.m. my way, 3 hours ahead of me with daylight savings. Okay, there you go. I sent you my team. All right, I'll bring your team up as well, and then I think we will look to call it soon. All right, this is Tigers team: Dubravka, Richards, Virgil, Chalaba, Gakpo, Bruno, Semenyo, Eze, Thiago, Mateta, Haaland, Vifa, Shaw, Van de Ven, Petrovic. Tiger, how many chips do you have left? This looks like a team you could probably start building a wild card. Like you could potentially play a wild card this week, potentially. If you didn't want to keep it when you're traveling. Depends on how many chips you have left. Defensive data. Sorry, attacking defenders. We saw this. We saw this as well. Forwards. XG non-pen. Haaland up there. Joe Pedro obviously got benched for Erling Haaland. Not Erling Haaland, for Cole Palmer. Watkins has been disappointing, man. Watkins apparently has been carrying an injury as well. So he's had a lot of goal attempts in the box and all. Chances, 5 chances. Hasn't fully taken his opportunities, Watkins. Evan Nilsson as well. Evan Nilsson is a fraud. This man is like causing problems for Semenyo as well. Danny Welbeck up there as well. I'm hoping Danny Welbeck will improve. Raul Jimenez is here, bit more lower. 7 chances created though. One of the most compared to all the other forwards. Actually, he's had the most chances created compared to the other forwards. He's had 3 big chances. Thiago, 8 big chances on par with Haaland. Thiago. And 5 of them scored. Most big chances scored as well. Thiago. His XG is probably one of the highest alongside Haaland. Yeah. But if you look at XG non-pen, he falls down the pecking order. 1.18 XG non-pen, 4.34 XG. Oh my days. Look at the amount of penalties. It's insane. 5 chips available. What do you mean 5 chips? You mean 5 free transfers available? Surely you don't have 5 chips available. 5 free transfers, right? How many chips do you have left? Like how many, like wildcard, triple captain, stuff like that? Only one wildcard. Okay. Yeah, so you could probably do some transfers this week and then wildcard in like 17, 18, probably 18 maybe. You could wildcard 18 if you needed to. Would you wildcard 18? You could even wildcard this week and then just carry like your free transfers as well. Completely depends on how you want to approach it. Like you can wildcard in this week and then carry the transfers as well. I'll do a wildcard video, obviously, with alongside a free hit video as well for those of you who are looking to play the free hit. And then you can kind of decide as well on that. But yeah. Because looking at your team, Mateta, Gakpo, Petrovic, Shaw, Van de Ven, Virgil, some players that you probably want to get rid of. Who to get rid of? Gakpo has got to go. He's injured. So he's got to go first. You might potentially want to remove Mateta, maybe not. Shaw as well hasn't been that well for you. Like you probably could remove him. Van de Ven, Petrovic as well. You might look to remove. Van Dijk you could look to remove as well. Although Liverpool, when is it? Game week 18. You'll have to keep until game week 18 if you wanted to keep Van Dijk. But yeah, there are a few players that here that you might look to want, like you might want to remove that you can. So best wildcard this game week. You could wildcard this game week. You could also wildcard in game week 18. Although wildcarding in game week 18, or would you wildcard in game week 17? Give me. I need to make some drafts and see how different it will be. Like I need to make a draft with 16 and 7, draft in 17 and draft in 18, and see how different they're going to be for each game week. I'll get back to you on Thursday once we have all the Champions League games. I'll make a couple of drafts and see, like, because like obviously like those of you wildcard in this week and wildcarding in 17, they might be very similar drafts because you'll end up with like Brentford players who target the two fixtures there. You'll end up with the Arsenal players. You'll end up with some Fulham players. There'll be very similar drafts. Whereas 18 might be slightly different in terms of how the draft is made. 19 could also be slightly. 19 might be. Honestly, 19 probably is 19 is keeping it till the last minute if you really wanted to. Yeah, even 18. Look, 18 draft and 17 draft would be like you'll probably have like a Bowen on a punt on 18 in a wildcard draft potentially. Like you might get Jared Bowen on 18, or even like Paqueta in 18. That's a possibility. People who wildcard in 18 might potentially do Paqueta for that run there. So you'll do a wildcard draft video. Yes, I will definitely do a wildcard draft video. So yeah, that's something to maybe consider. It might be different. Like the 18 draft might be different to how 16 and 17 looks like. So it depends on how you could probably do it in 18 potentially. I'll have to play around and see. But yeah, I think 17 will be best for me as I'm away from 17. Yeah, so then you can do it in 17 as well. Then yeah, you can do that 17 as well. Then if you're doing it 17, maybe consider 16 this game week as well, because the players you might want to bring in for 17, you might want them for this week as well. So just consider that as well as a potential. So where you wildcard this game week. That way you're not spending the free transfers. Like you can carry the free transfers for next week as well. So just consider that as well potentially. But yeah, all right. I think we'll end it there for the stream for today. I will be live tomorrow for the Game Week 16 pod with Ion tomorrow. Only Ion tomorrow, no Karen. So I'll be live tomorrow, Game Week 16 pod. We'll be discussing obviously Salah, since Ion's a Liverpool fan as well. So we'll discuss that situation and obviously talk about the upcoming fixtures as well. That'll be actually a more football related podcast than an FPL one, to be fair. So make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well for all of you who are still here. Thank you all for joining in the chat. I think we'll stop it here. So shout out Tiger, Will, Com, Fluorite, Becky, Joseph, Amit, Caleb. Who else? Tomato Hater, Freddy, Dexter. Who else? Anyone else? Nishal as well. And I am anonymous, and anyone else who's been watching Tin as well. Thank you very much to all who've been joining. What time tomorrow? Tomorrow 9 p.m. Sydney time. 9 p.m. Sydney time. That's 6 p.m. your time. There will also be, I think, 6 p.m. for those of you in Singapore, Malaysia time zone. Those of you in the UK, that'll be 10 o'clock. For those of you in India, will be 3:30 in the afternoon. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I will see you all tomorrow. Until then, have a good night. Peace out.